And it seems like we are all set. And now I introduce to you SchalaKitty and their run of Loom.
Welcome to Loom. You can ask me all about this game. I'm super happy to be here. We have a wonderful 90s classic for y'all. I'm going to go right ahead and get started. We're going to be playing on Standard, and I hope you're all in for quite the treat. So, welcome to Loom! I'm going to be skipping as many cutscenes as possible. This is our hero, Bobbin Threadbare, and you know what? It's Bobbin's birthday. Chat, could you do me a super huge favor and please wish Bobbin a happy birthday? That's something I like to do at the start of every run of Loom. It's a bit hard to hear me. I will move my mic closer. Hopefully, I am now much more audible. But hopefully, y'all can hear me. Hopefully, we can all wish Bobbin a happy birthday. Bobbin right now has been kind of called to the principal's office, as it were. Bobbin is a weaver. In this game, everyone is so good at crafting that crafting is basically magic. And Bobbin is part of the Guild of Weavers. The elders have called them down to basically get talked to. Bobbin has been learning how to weave, and they're not super happy about that. For reasons that don't quite get adequately explained during the game. Definitely not during the speedrun as we skip through all the cutscenes. But don't worry, it's okay. We're still going to take Bobbin on this wonderful birthday journey. Anyway, let me just skip through this scene. Alright, cool. We're going to solve our first puzzle.
It's heavier than it looks.
So... So you notice...
Question for you.
Yes.
Is it Bobbin's birthday just every day, or every day you happen to play it, or do you only ever play on Bobbin's birthday?
The game always... The start of the game is Bobbin getting a message from the elders, you know, it is the start of your 17th birthday. And then basically get told that he has to kind of come down and get a talking to. So basically, Bobbin's adoptive grandma, Hetchel, was teaching Bobbin how to weave in secret. Elders don't like that because there's a mystical prophecy that says if Bobbin learns how to weave, it's going to bring about the third shadow, and like a bunch of terrible things are going to happen. Before they could get finished punishing Hetchel, a swan came in, turned everyone else in the game into swans, and now Bobbin is sort of left trying to figure out where everyone went. And Hetchel, she also became a swan and basically told Bobbin, leave the island and go out into the world. We have to figure out how to do that, though. So
This sounds exactly like my 17th birthday. I relate very much.
yes, it's a very relatable time here with Bobbin. So we're going to go ahead. The second puzzle we do, we only need the open spell. That's the first of the spells that we learn. Loom is pretty different compared to a lot of other point-and-click adventures. There isn't any... there's no inventory in this game. There's no, like, object-verb style of working out the puzzles. Instead, over the course of the game, Bobbin is going to learn a whole collection of spells. And that's how we're going to solve all of our puzzles. So the second one that we learn is going to be here in the graveyard. But to access it, we have to go over here. We have to touch this bush. Alright, so we touch the thorns. Alright, cool. Now there's a whole bunch of owls that have spawned.
So touching the bush was an important strat?
Yes, because that causes all these owls to spawn over here in these trees.
There's an owl in there.
And now we're gonna get to the RNG of the game. Okay.
Another owl.
So, alright. This happens to me, like, all the time when I run this game. I get to, like, practice on my favorite spell list, and then when I get to the actual run,
so many owls in
it's one of, like, the ones that I don't favor as much. So, what Loom does is at the start of every game, it picks one of 4 different spell lists.
All the holes are full
for us. In the Spirit community, we know all of them. I actually worked along with the wonderful lore master Motos to collect all of those. And what we do is we have a whole little page that you can go to, and you can use that to basically just generate the whole spell list. But I have the list where the second draft could be on one of 2 spell lists, so I have to go over here and pay attention to this spinning wheel. Okay. So this is spell list number 4. Alright. So now I know everything I'm going to be doing for the whole game.
Is that the only element of RNG you have to worry about?
That's it.
Oh.
Everything else in this game, purely formulaic. So we have to go around solving some puzzles on the island. So we have to mess with, spinning straw into gold. We're going to learn how to dye things.
Grass green. I hate that color.
Alright, and then we also have to show that we have understood the assignment. And finish this puzzle. Fun fact, you can soft lock here.
The color changed.
There's a few places where
They put soft locks in a point-and-click adventure game?
To be fair, you have to be trying to soft lock. If you try to walk out the door before you learn your next note, you will soft lock. Basically, as the game goes on, Bobbin will learn more and more notes of the scale, and that will allow them to cast more spells. And, I might as well call this out. You're going to notice I'm going to use he, they pronouns for Bobbin. One of the fun things of the speedrun is if we play this right, Bobbin will never get referred to by gendered pronouns, and I kind of started as a joke, but then I'm like, no, I'm just going to make this my headcanon, which is non-binary Bobbin, because why not?
Shout out to non-binary Bobbin. I think non-binary Bobbin is also hoping for the trans rights mech.
Absolutely. 100% they would be. Alright, so...
Close enough.
So you have to learn that F note, so that way we can get past this water spout, sorry. That's fine, we got there, we're all good. And then we get, like, our fastest amount of, learning. But yeah, it makes total sense that Bob would be non-binary. You know? They're a weaver. You know, they get called Loom Child, which is a great name for a gender. They're just out here vibing. And then, they have to go on this quest and, get bullied and deal with, all sorts of weird things. So Bobbin has to go over here. Unfortunately, Bobbin has to get bullied. Don't worry, we're going to skip over all the bullying.
My favorite way to deal with rude people in life is the fast forward button.
Yes. Oh, no, come on, Bobbin.
Come on, lad.
All right. We have... All right, cool. Our Bobbin. You'll notice sometimes I will... Oh, Bobbin, you clipped through that tree. Good job. I can't directly control where Bobbin goes. I can kind of, again, it's point and click. So... Sometimes Bobbin feels like listening to me. Sometimes they don't. I often joke that it's basically kind of like controlling a cat. I just gotta hope that Bob and me are on the same page about where we're going. So even though we skipped over getting bullied, we still learned a spell from those bullies, which is great because we need it. So we're going to go up here to this cool glass tower. And we're going to go here, and it's G, C, C, D. Alright, we have to see if we can skip
so fast.
the cutscene. Alright, cool, we did it. So now we're in the land of the glass makers. We're gonna go here and borrow their bellevator.
Huh. A glass bell.
And make our way across. We had to use
What is a bellevator?
It's an elevator that's a bell.
Ah! I should have figured that one. Oh,
yes.
yeah, when the elevator teleports you, I see.
Yep. Also, these are the gossip boyfriends. You could just stand here and listen to them gossip for like an extended period of time. But unfortunately, we don't have time for gossip. What we're here for is, this is called a scrying sphere. It gives us a little hint about the future. So we're gonna learn our next spell from it. This is my one chance to get a nice handbrake. So this is a good handbrake stretch reminder for everybody.
Is there a gossip boyfriends % of the speedrun? Like, just to listen to the end of the gossip boyfriends?
It's been forever since I've actually just sat and listened to them. They will just go on for like a pretty decent amount of time. There's like one of the things about this game that's pretty interesting. We're playing the VG version, which is also known as the talkie version. This is one of the very first fully voice-acted games. And I feel that the voice acting still really holds up after all this time. One of the cool things, when the game originally released, it actually came with an audio drama to kind of fill you in on all the background lore of the game. So they actually really put a lot of work into the voices, and it really shows the fact that, you know, more than 30 years later, it still holds up. Alright, so cool. We have done what we need to do over there. We have gotten our next spell. So we're just going to go walk back across the beach, and we're going to go visit those bullies again.
Are we going to get bullied again? I hope
not. No, we're going to bully them.
Oh, good. We've become the evil we were seeking to destroy in the world.
To be fair, we're not really bullying them. We're going to prove to them that we are a great and powerful wizard. Unfortunately, we are going to be skipping through that cutscene. But we have proven that we're proving that Bobbin's a wizard. Bobbin did this by pretending to be a dragon.
Right. Got it.
Got it. Anyway, the bullies have let us. They've gone away, and now we can come to this beautiful landscape. By the way, this is by the absolutely wonderful Mark Ferrari, who did the art for this game. Absolutely fantastic old school pixel artist. This is one of my favorite screens in the whole game. It's just so beautiful.
I'm gonna pet those sheep forever.
Don't worry, we're gonna have some fun with the sheep in a bit.
You made my day.
Right, we're gonna go visit this little sheep here. Hello, little friend.
Hello there.
Alright, this is a cutscene I get to chill for. I'll let you enjoy the voice acting.
She doesn't look at all well.
She isn't, and my songs of healing don't seem to be bringing her much comfort. I wish I were better with him. The flock is out to pasture. You'll find them there. Go forth, wizard, and may you return safely to our fold.
Anyway, that was Fleece, one of the legitimately nice people in this game.
Love when she played a song for you. Her
Yes.
mouth opens when the notes happen. That's an impressive thing to do with her voice.
Yes. So what we're going to do now? Oh, we're going to protect all these sheep from the dragon by dyeing them green. So the dragon will no longer eat them. Unfortunately, Bobbin's going to get picked by the dragon, and Bobbin is going to scream.
I would too.
I try to warn people when the screams happen because they're pretty loud. Anyway, we now get to meet one of my favorite characters of the game. Please enjoy Miss Dragon.
That's what comes
Oops, sorry there.
being in such a blazing hurry, I guess. I thought you looked a bit scrawny. Why, you'd hardly make a decent kindling.
Give me 1 second. There we go. Alright, so, hello to Miss Dragon. She's great. Unfortunately, I have to be mean to her, and it makes me sad.
I love all their accents.
Yeah, this game was recorded, in the UK. And it shows.
Yes.
Alright, so, we now, we turn Miss Dragon's hoard into straw.
The way you found it.
Oh.
Now,
I'm sorry we were mean to you, Miss Dragon. And, now to get past her, we're going to have to spook her.
Oh, because we weren't mean enough already.
I know, we have to be mean to Miss Dragon, and...
Eek! Fire! You haven't heard the
I have a
last of
question
me,
for you.
You cheeky brat!
Yes, I had to make sure you heard the cheeky brat
Yeah.
line, because it's one of the best lines. Yes, go ahead.
It was beautiful. We have, we are a weaver, yes?
Yes.
And we have a stick?
It's oh, there's an official term for it. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember what it's officially called. It's, a distaff.
A distaff.
Yes.
And our weaving stick, our distaff,
Yes.
it sings like a musical instrument.
Yep.
Does that assist with the weaving, or does it just do both of those things?
Like I said, it kind of at the beginning of the game, everyone is so good at crafts at this time that it's basically magic. And basically, weavers have learned how to weave reality. They weave the fabric of reality is what they do for their magic. And that is actually an important point that will come up later. So
Weaves reality.
yes.
Got it.
Yes. Manipulate the fabric of reality. Also, we're kind of doing this little venture through the caves. If you want your little hint, when you come to the first fork, you go to the first door. When you come to the second fork, you go to the second door. And that's how I remember. Also, there's going to be more screaming in just a moment, and this time I'm doing a little bit of a better job warning you ahead of time. Alright. This part is the part where I can soft lock, so I have to be careful.
Guess I won't be going back now.
Okay. I'm actually just going to let this song play for safety. If you're actually trying to go really
My own
fast, you
reflection.
try to skip that song, but if you don't do that exactly right, you can soft lock. So I just figured, you know what, it's just safer. Alright, Bobbin, just clip through the cave. That's fine. I was trying
Sometimes you gotta.
Sometimes you gotta. Also, I will let chat hear my favorite, like, dad level joke in this game.
Repair costs must be spiraling.
Alright, let's go through. We have, untwisted the stairs. And, now we get to go on through to the next area of the game.
We do have lovely puns coming in from
Oh,
chat, and I'm
yes.
living for it.
Yes. Oh,
That when you're doing the soft lock, if you don't hit the soft lock and you do it correctly, are you threading the needle?
Exactly. All right. So, we have to.
That thread's too high.
So. All right. There's also. Yeah. Wait, Bobbin?
That thread's too high for me.
Oh. There we go. Sorry about that. I should actually explain. I'm playing this on a drawing tablet. Because what I do is I have all my keys bound to my tablet's hotkeys, and it actually works out faster for me than playing it on keyboard. Anyway, that was Rusty. Rusty makes bad decisions, like napping in graveyards. What we're going to do is we're going to go put on our best Rusty cosplay, and we're just going to go over here to this fortress that he told us about. Also, shouts to this guy.
Hello, young nailbender.
Alright. So, now we're going to go through the forge, which is, to me, the worst screen in the entire game. They took out all the music, but they kept this screen with all the really annoying hammer sounds. So, we're just gonna walk our way across.
They really want to appreciate the really annoying hammer sounds. That's why you walk so slowly through the room, so you have proper time to take them in.
We definitely make jokes about how slow Bobbin walks. Anyway, Rusty was in trouble, so now Bobbin is in trouble. A bunch of stuff happens off screen. Bobbin loses the distaff, but that's okay. Hetchel, Bobbin's swan grandma, found it for him. Rusty got eaten by the dragon. Because Rusty looked like Bobbin, and the dragon was still mad, reasonably so, and so, she solved the problem like dragons do, and, just ate him. Don't worry, we'll get back to that in a bit. Anyway.
Starting to think that Bobbin might not be a great person right now.
Well, Bobbin didn't intend for Rusty to, get eaten. Bobbin just wanted to go exploring here. Also, time for this conversation.
The final blade is even now in the hands of our most skilled blade shaper, Your Excellency. How's it coming there, Edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on.
Alright, this is the one part that I get really stressed about. But we're all good. You have to twist that sword on the first try. If you mess it up, you have to listen to a whole other conversation. But we're all good! Anyway, Bobbin was revealed to be a wizard. Bobbin has been captured by the evil Bishop Mandible, who is currently trying to do some kind of evil things. Also, hey, that's Cobb. That's the person who tells you who you can ask about Loom in the Monkey Island games. He's dead now, because he looked at Bobbin's true form. Bishop Mandible is now going to unleash a great and terrible evil. The great and terrible evil kills him. We now sort of looking around this room. We get chased by this, pterodactyl, and we fall into space, and we scream. That's what happened in all the cutscenes we just skipped.
A lot happens in the last 3 seconds. Okay.
Yes! That to me is one of my favorite little parts of the game, where it's just everything happened. You didn't see it, but trust me, it happened.
I don't know if I should have believed you, but I do.
So now we're outside the fabric of reality. We're going to have to go around and fix some things, but not all the things. Only the mandatory things. Hey, there's Rusty. Remember I said how we kind of got eaten by a dragon? That's okay. We're going to solve this problem with a little necromancy. It's totally cool. Everyone's done it.
Necromancy between friends?
Yep. All right, Rusty's all good now. Congratulations. We're now going to seal up this hole. We at least have... Go ahead.
I'm glad that, well, outside the fabric of reality, we can still weave the fabric of reality. That's very reassuring.
Yes. Hey, those are all those people who bullied us earlier. Fleece tries to get us to be nice to them, but we don't have to, so we don't. So that's another one finished. You can be nice, and you can perform more necromancy. But again, whatever, they were mean. We don't care.
That's just called karma.
Yeah, that's karma right there.
Don't be a bully.
Yeah, exactly. Then we got one last one here where we don't have to do anything. Hi, guy who was in that cutscene we skipped and we never talked to. Bye, guy. Alright, cool. We have successfully fixed all the holes in reality.
We do have to go in and check on every hole in reality, even though we don't have to actually fix the problem.
Nope. we just have to see that there is a problem, and then we can choose to be like, nah, not my problem. Anyway, we're going to wander off further along the edge of reality. Oh hey, there's a lake over here. Let me make sure I kind of get this ready because we have to do our best to skip this cutscene, and skipped. Yeah, so that's Bobbin meeting his mom. His mom is a swan. Oh, accidentally clicked outside the border of the game. She tells us that we have to go and face that great and terrible evil that got released that I told you about. This returns us back to Loom Island. Hey, there we are. And now we're actually going to have to solve some problems. But only kind of, sort of. Also, look, Bobbin finally learned how to walk faster. Good job, Bobbin! You can hustle now.
That they're in a speed run.
Yeah. So that's Hetchel, again, Bobbin's, grandma who got turned into a swan. We have to go through and do a whole bunch of different spells as Chaos. She's the one off to the side there, as she bullies Hetchel by first taking away Hetchel's voice, and then by turning Hetchel into a cooked swan. And then eventually just removing Hetchel from reality. And then we decide that the best way to deal with this is to break the Great Loom. Because good job there, Bobbin. We split reality in half. Our swan mom is here. And Bobbin's going to wander off back outside the fabric of reality. And time is coming up in just a moment. Alright, let me make sure there we go. Time! Bobbin has become a swan!
Fly away while you can, young threadbare.
On completing your swan puberty, Bobbin.
You did it! We cracked that egg real good! And that's Loom! So, fun fact, there was going to be follow-up games to this. They never happened, just because of, it just never kind of came together. There was a fan effort to try and to make it happen. Unfortunately, that didn't quite get off the ground. And yes, you may please honk for Bobbin. Honk.
All the honks.
Yes. Bobbin has obtained their true form, which is being a terrible goose. This is actually a prequel to Goose Game. I'm sorry, I should have told you that up front.
This sequel was made. It just was a lot of years in the making.
Yes, yes. I have to admit, I do like the idea that Untitled Goose Game is just a sequel to Loom. But yeah,
I'm a little stunned.
But yes, thank you all so much for giving me the chance to share Loom with you. By the way, what was my time? Because I could not see.
Your final time was 27 minutes and 4 seconds.
That is actually a perfectly fine time. That was actually...
Claps for that.
Yes. I always give 30 minutes just to be on the safe side and just because it's a nice round number. But yeah, 27 minutes is totally a fantastic time. If you find that you like Loom, please feel free to reach out to me. I sort of mentioned earlier, the wonderful lore master Motos, my mentor, is going to be running this game at RPG Limit Break. Be sure to support Loom there too. Another absolutely fantastic marathon. And please, of course, stay here for more of Lady Arcader's Super Showcase. I know we have lots and lots of amazing runs to come.
We do have incredible runs coming up next, but if people want to find you and the other things that you do, what should they do?
You can follow me at twitch.tv/SchalaKitty and at Twitter @SchalaKitty. I don't stream very often, and that's because I am very much involved with the free enterprise, the Final Fantasy IV free enterprise community. I'll do the whole name there. But you could always find me over on Twitter, and yeah, I'll be happy to, you can ask me about Loom anytime.
I do have many questions to ask about Loom. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you as well.
Welcome back, everyone. Oh, welcome back, everyone. That run was certainly a trip. I'm not exactly sure where we went, but I'm pretty happy we went there. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in to Lady Arcader's Super Showcase, which is benefiting Rethink Breast Cancer. We do have our donation incentive still running for if you want to help us decide what color the mech is going to be for our upcoming run of Stonefly, run by Roadkill Revenge. Currently in the lead is trans rights, which it's really hard to argue with, but we do have plenty of other options if you would like to choose from Monochrome, Neapolitan, Spooky Goth, get gothed up for Halloween, or Game Boy Green, which is a very specific shade of green I'm sure we're all familiar with. In just a few moments, we will be hopping on over to Stonefly and Roadkill Revenge, but in the meantime, please enjoy a musical interlude.